Morning, Jules here. Welcome to my channel. So it's Take and Create time, and what we have today for you is something quite simple. We've got two diagonal pockets that you can put on separate pages and a large tag. I also did some smaller tags, and I wasn't sure whether to put that with this one or one of the others, but these tags will go with any of the Take and Creates or the journal in the series, in the Whispers of Summer. So I just love the colours. It's sort of like the peachy, orangey sands, the nice pale blues and greys of the sea and the boats, and it just all matches. I just love those colours, the peaches and the blues and the greys. And probably why I put them with is because we've got some of these, and these are like backgrounds of like what looks like old buildings from Santorini, these kind of countries in Europe, Spain, Portugal, but I would say Cyprus, Greece, those areas. We've got sort of like the plaster type walls and everything, and there's script in the background. So with the magic of editing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out and I'm going to come back to you. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so that's them all cut out. So we've got the little tags and labels cut out, we've got the large tag, and we've got the pockets. Now that was like that, so that really, the writing is up that way, but it's fine. So what I did here was I just creased it down, and that was cut at an angle there, so I creased it down. You don't have to. You can take it down half, and although it'll have that, it's fine. I just decided to make it because what I've got is I've got one of the papers here, and when you put it round like that, now these are normally stitched in, so that's going to give that quite a bit of stitching. So you could have, you could have your pocket one there and one there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my two pockets in here like that, because I just decided that that's how I wanted them. So what I'm going to do is I was talking to my husband. I'm going to go around and ink round the edges, and I'm using the seal brown. You don't have to do the bottom of this because this tucks inside. So I just kind of need but I need all round this one. And if I've not, cut the edges properly and there's little white bits, this is going to hide all the little white bits. I just stuck my thumb in the ink, which is nothing unusual for me. And this is a lovely tag on its own, and if you want, you can print tea dye or whatever you want on the back, but I'm just going to go around the edges It's using the seal brown, so it's just a little bit dark, but it's not too dark. So we'll put that there. Now what I want to do is I want to okay. So because I've not used my glue for a couple of days. And that's it. That's it, it's coming out. Okay, so that is a pocket, that is a pocket. I'm not blocking that pocket off, so obviously that's going to be a deeper pocket, and that's the way I want to keep it. So what I'm doing is I'm just if you feel this is just a bit too wide, you can trim it down a bit. It's entirely up to you. And then just put some around the bottom. And just leave that. I think this is my husband coming in, so if the dog notices, she's deaf and blind, but if she notices him, she might start barking. Okay, so that's that. So that's one pocket, and that's the other pocket, but that goes right the way down, right down to there. So that's kind of a nice little deep pocket for these tags. And then we've got some nice little that's probably too big for that, but we'll have some little labels and things like this. So normally you can leave that as it is, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit more stamping on it. Oh no, it's not my husband, it's a I thought it was. And this is just a script stamp. And just now just get secondary and third stamping off there. That up. And I think what we'll do is we'll do a ribbon slider. Just bend it back just to look for some stamps. Oh, there's my husband now. It's Adrian. I'm just looking for something that might do. Ah, there's a plain, but it's the wrong colour. It's a castle. No, we'll keep the castle, I think. But just bear with me one moment. And then we'll just stick this in. Right, sorry about that. So that was my husband coming and the dog was going daft. Alright. So this is the Magyar post, whatever it is. So we'll put this I think we'll go that way. And okay, and this is Paris. Again, it won't fully fit on, it doesn't matter. It just has to be a little bit. Alright, that should... Oh, it's not. Right. Nope. Right, this is starting to go a bit thick and gloopy, so okay. So we'll lift that up like that, and we'll put that in there like that. And I think we'll have this one in here. Do I want a bit of this as well? I think I might want a little bit of this because it's like a, I know it's mummy cloth, but you get lots of bits and pieces like this at the beach and round the fishing docks and stuff like that, so oops. So we'll just put that in there. Now, I'm just going to take my okay, so we'll put that . Not put that in too far because obviously I don't want but I think what we'll have is we'll have some letters . So this is an invoice. I think it's from 18 something. And this is on my Facebook group. This is one of the freebies on the Facebook group. And there's music paper and scraps on the other side. So I think we'll put that there. I'm still waiting on that to dry because that will go down there. I don't want it down there yet. And this I'm looking for a this one or this one. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a just an accent on the pocket. And it'll be a bit of a tuck spot as well. So we'll just do it that way, and to have it as a tuck spot, and we'll just and here we are. And there we can have some small tags. In there as well. So I think not quite finished, but we're going to do some bit of stamping on this. So we'll just all right. And there was nothing specific about that, it was just put on and that was it. Now I'm just swithering with it to put a little bit of lace on there. Have a look at this lace. Yep. And I'm just putting that a long ways, like that, because I like it like that. And there we are. And that's our take and create. So what you get is you get your two pockets, you get your tag, you get lots of little tags and labels that you can do lots of things. I put it with this one as because it was a tag and it was pockets, but it is to go with the whole series. You don't have to just use it on that one. and then that was just pockets, and then we can put that one in there. That is a freebie on my Facebook group. And you put that one that way if you want, and you put your letter, and there you are, and that's everything. And that makes quite a nice little journal. You can use these and make little tuck spots if you want to keep your pictures and things like that. These will just go to one side and use through that journal. So I hope you get something out of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.